You're watching NFL Daily. I am Tom Downey. I'll use the word interesting, maybe curious buzz on Tom Brady coming up. And this is why you subscribe. When there's news, rumors for the NFL, college football too, we've got you guys covered. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button right now at youtube.com/@chatsports. Once again, it is Tom Downey, and The Athletic has put out some also interesting report that Brady could leave the Bucs. Tom Brady could leave the Bucs in NFL free agency, and that certainly makes sense. Brady left the door open after this season by not doing an extension. He's not making all that much money this particular year. That's just kind of, it was the first cue of like, he might want out of Tampa after this year. Now, Brady turns 46 before next season. Truly is a rare talent to be able to play that long in the NFL for Brady. But he is getting older, and it would probably be a shorter situation wherever he ends up going, although we said that 10 years ago, and here we are. Now, Brady in 2022, the Bucs offense is down, and these numbers still look good, except you remember we're in week 13 right now. The completion range, he's still accurate. He's still firing some good passes, but his yards are almost, his yards per attempt are almost at a career low. He's thrown the ball more than any QB in the NFL, which is fine because he can still do it with his robot arm. Great TD interception ratio, but not the best situation in terms of just the overall production. The Bucs offense has been bad. Now, as part of this Athletic article, the Bucs were still labeled, I'll use the term favorite from that standpoint, which I do think is understandable. There was buzz that Brady and Arians didn't get along that well, and that's a big reason why Arians left when Brady came back. But you've also got the situation where the Bucs offense has not been that good. I don't think Byron Leftwich has fully maximized the immense talent overall, despite the offensive line not being that great. I think there's a very real chance Tom Brady ends up leaving the Bucs if he decides to play football at all. So it's prediction time. Will Tom Brady play football next year? Y for yes, N for no. I'll make this the pinned comments, actually, on today's video. So if an ad break happens to come here on YouTube, that's fine. While the ad plays, pops up, whatever, head down to the pinned comment and vote. Y or N. So there are 4 outside teams on the Athletic article, and producer Jack loves this one. He's an old school Patriots fan. The Patriots. That's right. What year is it? On this list from the Athletic. Here's what they wrote. Don't ever write off Patriots. And this is Jeff Howe, by the way, who but got his career going as a Patriots reporter, which I think is noteworthy there. Don't ever write off the Patriots. Brady and Bill Belichick have an abundance of respect for one another. They've made points say it publicly on multiple occasions since the QB departed for Tampa. Maybe it's a long shot. There might be better situations for Brady. But just when you think you've got Belichick figured out, he does something no one sees coming. Having Matt Patricia call plays and Joe Judge be involved in the offense. Maybe you just let Tom Brady call his own plays. Just a thought. Brady and Belichick, of course, were elite together, the best quarterback head coaching duo in franchise history. The two sides had issues down the stretch. They didn't seem to be quite on the same page, and, Brady now knows a thing or two about divorce after all. The Patriots also have Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi, and the article was like, you don't have to trade Mac Jones. And I'm kind of like, if you're getting Tom Brady, you're going to trade Mac Jones because what's the point of having that young QB on the first contract? You can keep Zappi, I guess, if you want. I still find this tough to believe. I wouldn't be shocked if Brady left. In fact, I bet he does leave. But the Patriots it'd be a pretty big surprise to me in the end. What do you think is the percent chance that Tom Brady goes back to the Patriots this upcoming offseason? Sound off for me in the comment section. Now, today's show is powered by our sportsbook partner, BetUS. When you use promo code NFLDaily at chatsports.com/bet, they're going to give you free money, a 125% deposit bonus to be exact. So $100 down, that's the minimum, by the way. $100 down, $125 for free that you can bet with. You can even bet on Tom Brady's next team, assuming he plays next year. The Bucs are the betting favorite. The Raiders and Niners high up on this list. We'll get to them. The Dolphins at plus 400. Tua's been so good. I don't see that happening. The Titans, we'll get to them, plus 700. Steelers, plus 800. And the Cowboys are basically on there to trap you. That one's not going to happen. That's why they're plus 1,800. Let's go to what I think is maybe the most linked team right now to Tom Brady, with the speculative stuff, of course. The San Francisco 49ers. They invested a lot in Trey Lance. They gave up all that draft capital to go get him. But they have a really good supporting cast still around Tom Brady. Jimmy Garoppolo's a free agent. Tom Brady can go home, quote unquote, back to the Bay Area and play for the 49ers. And they'd been linked pretty heavily a couple years ago. Remember when they first traded for Jimmy Garoppolo, they actually called about Tom Brady first, allegedly. So there's been that mutual interest and whatnot. Again, it requires the Niners to say, you know what, we're not going to ride with Trey Lance. And that might be a sunk cost fallacy, but I do think it's a valid concern if that's the route the Niners end up going. So now it's time for your prediction. Where will Tom Brady play, if anywhere, retirement's fine, in 2023? Make those predictions for me right now in the comment section. It's not the Bay Area anymore, but the Raiders are next up on this list, according to The Athletic. The Raiders have Derek Carr, but his contract is unique. They can get out of it, save a ton of money, and give most of that to Tom Brady and probably still pay less at quarterback if Brady wants to play for his $25 million price, whatever. Derek Carr has not been horrible this year, but he's actually taken a bit of a step back so far this year. Worse completion percentage, fewer yards, a higher yards per attempt, though. The big difference has been touchdown-interception ratio, although Brady has not been able to finish off drives in the red zone all that well this year. It's a good question. From a long-term building perspective, who would you rather have, knowing you're paying Carr big money? DC for Derek Carr, or would you take Tom Brady for a year or two? Josh McDaniels knows Tom Brady oh so well. Imagine McDaniels, Brady, and Devontae Adams. Does sound fun at least, right? Pick a QB. DC for Derek Carr or TB for Tom Brady. Maybe if he goes to the Raiders, that fan base would finally forgive the whole Tuck rule incident. Probably not. The final team on this list from The Athletic is the Tennessee Titans. And, maybe there could be the occasional other potential destination, but I do think Tennessee's a nice dark horse fit here because, well, Tom Brady knows Mike Vrabel really, really well when they played together, which is still a really weird thought to say out loud, but also we're like, yeah, that timing's right, and Mike Vrabel's not that much older than Brady. It's kind of funny how that's all turned out there. Ryan Tannehill's contract is one that the team can easily get out of if they want to. They can save a ton of money and pretty much give it all to Brady and not pay that much more. It would buy you time to continue to grow Malik Willis. And I think Tennessee's actually a really fun destination for Tom Brady. In the event he wants to leave, he's in the AFC, a relatively easy division. The Jags will probably get there, I would like to say, some point, but who knows. If I'm ranking them myself, well, in terms of leaving the destinations of these teams, I kind of want to put Tennessee at 1. I'll probably put them at 2 because I think the Niners are such an obvious fit going home and whatnot. That storyline there's been interested in the past. I'll go Niners, Titans, Raiders, and sorry, Jack, I do think the Patriots are last on that list. I think there's a real chance he leaves the Bucs this offseason, and that will give us once again the offseason of Brady and where he ends up going in a potentially intriguing quarterback free agency class with Jimmy Garoppolo, Geno Smith, and technically speaking, Lamar Jackson as well. We'll keep you guys covered. Make sure you're subscribed at youtube.com/@chatsports.